People always ask, when is the Messiah coming? The great sage Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi was in the market in Jerusalem, and he was met by Elijah the prophet, who is now more like an angel because he can go and come wherever he wants, whenever he wants. He asked him the same question: when is the master coming? And Elijah the prophet, who is, he's on the inside of things, he says, Hayom, im bakolo tishma'u, today, if you hear his voice. Now, what does that do? For people who are waiting 2,000 years for redemption, rebuilding a temple, coming back to the land, rebuilding their homes, rebuilding the yeshivas after the Holocaust. And we're waiting for this man to come and declare world peace, fight the wars of God, build the temple. Hayom. It doesn't say all those things. It says all you have to do is hear his voice. And the Messiah has come for you. So that completely shatters the paradigm. Hayom. If I hear his voice. So you see that it's a daily activity. It's a daily aspiration. Every day, the Messiah can come inside you, speak to you, and then leave. And the next day, you got to do it again. Or you at least have to know it and believe it and remember it. So you see, it's a quantum redemption, moment by moment, capsule by capsule of time, of the hearing of the inner voice, your truth coming through the spark, your spark of God, for the moments of your life when you need it. Hayom, today, im bakolo tishma'u, if you hear his voice. So that kind of gives us a new way to measure things. And when people say, well, when is Messiah coming? And maybe they're not so sincere and they're laughing at Jewish traditions, which is not unusual for people who haven't studied them. It retracts, it remarks our path. I don't have to ask, when is he coming? I need to know today. If I do the work, I'm going to hear the voice of the renewal that began, because Rashi tells us, the great classic commentator, in the second verse of the Torah, Ruach Elohim merachefet al pnei hamayim, the Spirit of God hovers on the waters. Rashi says, Da rucho shel Mashiach, that's the Spirit of Messiah. So when you're hearing that voice, Hayom, today, where is it coming from? The soul of Messiah? Well, that's the beginning of time, the beginning of creation. That second verse. In the beginning, God created the heaven and earth, and a little bit later, suddenly we have the Spirit of Mashiach, the Messiah, comes. And it's part of it. It's taking us back to it, back to the beginning, to your renewal, to the beginning of our purity, our ascension, our idealism, our vision, our belief in ourselves and our world and our King, and belief in the Torah and its author. Hayom, today, let's listen. Let's go back to the beginning and hear it again, because it's coming around more and more. Have a great week.